Hey everyone, welcome back to
5 Minute Eats, and today we have a little Costco review for you. This is a new take and bake item. This is the Costco Kirkland signature beef and pork meatballs with pasta and sauce. This is a 4.22 pound take and bake tray of it for $4.49 per pound, making our tray $18.95. Now, if you guys would like to know how to make this, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc., where I walk you through the steps. But today, we're going to review this.
This thing looks massive. It's a shocker to me when I saw this at the store, but I got to tell you, this was almost sold out.
Oh, it's flying off the shelves?
People were jumping on this.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very surprised by this because me personally, I look at this, I go, what the are they doing with the meatball? Look at this thing.
Honestly,
this is just too much. Come on.
Anybody who loves a jumbo meatball like this, what the is wrong with you? Quite honestly, because you gotta cut it, you gotta cut it again, you gotta cut it again. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why not have a smaller meatball that has more surface area to grab onto the sauce versus this big?
Now, the good thing about Costco's Take and Bake is a lot of it is good.
Yeah.
I love their street tacos or whatever that thing is called. I love their stir fry.
Yeah.
And
that chicken stir fry thingy.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yep.
So they do a lot of good stuff, and so something different from them, even though the pasta's gigantic also, you know?
Dude, everything about this is gigantic. So you get the 6 jumbo meatballs, and then you get this like gigantor rigatoni or whatever this type of pasta is, it looks like. And then you get like basically a marinara sauce. So it's a very simple dish.
And guys, if you're new to our channel, basically we review everyday grocery items. So before you spend your hard-earned money, let us tell you if it's worth it.
Look at that thing. I mean, it is flat on the bottom of it.
Which is good. Now, it is saucy also, which I really like.
It's quite saucy, it's quite cheesy, and also whenever I cracked open one of the meatballs, you could actually see it was like very moist with cheese.
Yeah.
And it does say that it has Parmesan cheese like mixed in it.
Oh, that's really good.
So I'm hoping it's gonna be good. Like, it looks pretty good despite it being the size of Texas.
Let's go.
If you'd like to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is using our Amazon links the next time you shop there.
All right, guys, welcome back to our rating system. Thumbs up, right again, thumbs down, what we're not. So for me, this is a thumbs down. This thing is garbage. I'm just really disappointed in them. My issue with this is number one, the freaking meatball. When you take a bite into this, it's dry, but the other thing is it's like a dried, unseasoned meatball. Now, the more you chew it, like towards the end when you're about to swallow it, then you do notice some flavor. But otherwise, it's a very boring, just sad meatball. And then you got the pasta, which is all right. It's just your run of the mill pasta with some decent sauce on it. I feel like lately they're off their game. They've lost their creativity. And the reason I say that is we go to Sam's Club, we also go to Costco, and I feel like the past, I don't know how many months, let's say last 6 months or something, I think Sam's has been on their game more when it comes to like their pastries, their bread, their
they're like in-house created items.
Yeah, in-house created items. Yeah, I feel like they're on their game because I look forward more to going there and finding what they have. It's been a disappointing thing, and I'm wondering what's going on. Did the leadership make some changes on who comes up with the take and bake or who comes up with the pastries and stuff like that? Because this is a good example of like what's wrong with Costco nowadays. Whoever came up with this needs to be fired, and maybe need to, you know, I don't know. Like they need to do something harsh to this dude. Yeah, I'm just saying. For me, thumbs down.
If you like what we're doing here, please consider sending us super thanks. It helps us continue to provide more amazing content.
Maybe string him up in front of the shareholders meeting and let people throw tomatoes at him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe I was gonna. Well, I was thinking taking their hot dogs, $1.50 hot dogs, and put it up his butt, but then again,
see how many you could fit.
yeah, but then again, he might enjoy that, you know.
Oh,
so
might,
yeah.
you know. Anyway, for me, this one is going to be a thumbs down. I did not like this at all. This whole freaking dish, quite honestly, is all looks and no substance. And anytime I see somebody using those big meatballs and the double whammy of the big pasta, you know they got something to hide. They are covering up the mediocrity with the pomp and circumstance of the large food. And I feel like that's what they're doing here, because the meatball itself, while it is fairly tender, like it's fork tender, it's not chewy or anything. It's kind of a weird texture in that it's almost like spongy and dry at the same time, because like
it was like a meatloaf, you know,
kind of, yes, because there are pockets of this where there's like bits of breadcrumb that are like chunked together, so then you get these kind of extra bready pieces or bites of the meatball, and then you've got this like kind of spongy texture on other bites. It's not my favorite kind of texture for a meat. And then you add the fact that it's very bland, like super, super bland. And then you add the fact that the sauce itself is super basic. And then you have this pasta, which while it's showy, there's really nothing of substance there, because the sauce is just okay. And then you have this pasta, which is quite large. And whenever the sauce is just okay and there's not really much going on with the meat, then the pasta and the blandness of the pasta itself starts to take over as well. So you got bland pasta with an okay mediocre sauce and a big bland meatball.
What if the guy who came up with this reaches out to us and goes, "Hey, I'm the guy that, you know, you were talking about stuffing hot dogs up my butt.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd love to maybe.
I'd love to schedule a meeting to make that happen.
No, not to make that happen. But I am flattered. But it would be to you know, come up with something to replace this. You know.
Yeah.
So it would be an awkward like meetup. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like.
I mean, awkward for him.
Yeah,
you know, we're not the ones that created a bad dish.
What if the CEO watches and goes, "Yeah, I've always thought that dude, you know."
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? I'm going to call down to HR right now and have him fired. This is the last straw.
To sum it up, thumbs down, thumbs down. And if you guys buy from Amazon, use our Amazon link. The reason is when you do that, we get 10 cents, 50 cents, possibly even $1, which means we can continue to review things.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc., and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.